KSI rumored to be stepping in to fight Conor McGregor, with Logan Paul focusing on the WWE. KSI says, "Not rumored, I'm very down." That'd be a boxing exhibition in India later this year. $250 million apiece was the rumored amount. There was talk that the UFC would be involved in this. They're trying to make a lot of money for their investors, so if it makes sense, it makes sense. And they're trying to make sense for their investors. What are your thoughts on this fight? Let me know in the comments. The UFC's parent company, TKO, is likely venturing into the world of pro boxing this year with the Pro Boxing League. Backed by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, they're looking to create a league featuring around 200 of the world's top boxers, organized into 12 weight classes, 15 fighters each weight class. This move would centralize the currently fragmented boxing industry, which is often criticized for being disorganized and having many rival promoters and numerous sanctioning bodies. The league could be announced soon, with TKO serving as a managing partner and receiving management fees and an equity stake. The league aims to stage high-profile matches globally, offering a more structured and fan-friendly approach to pro boxing. UFC definitely has a good PR and marketing machine to make something like this happen, and there's a bit of a crossover. I think some fans would enjoy watching this and wouldn't mind being advertised these kinds of things as opposed to something like Power Slap. The PFL has slashed their $1 million prize to $500,000, so it's half of what it used to be this year. The $1 million prize was a good way to acquire top talent, and without it, maybe they're going to have a tougher time doing so. Some other tidbits about the PFL contracts: if you're a challenger for the title, you get an extra $50,000 for your guaranteed purse, and if you win the fight, you get an extra $50,000 bonus. And same thing for the champions defending their belt. If you're defending the belt, you get an extra $100,000 guaranteed purse. And if you win, you get an extra $100,000 bonus. Also, if you're an alternate fighter or replacement fighter that's on call in case somebody gets injured and you make weight and they don't need you and you don't fight, you get $10,000. They call that $10,000 the readiness amount. You got fighters like John Dodson excited about BKFC planning a 64-man tournament with $25 million in prize money, $15 million to the winner in 2025. They have to announce the weight class still. Will it be a lower weight class like Dodson's? I don't think so. Mike Perry and Darren Till previewing a potential fight in BKFC later on. Darren Till first has to take care of Anthony Taylor on the 18th of this month, and Mike Perry will probably fight Robbie Lawler at the end of March or early April. That's what David Feldman is planning. I guess some people are telling Mike Perry to just leave Robbie Lawler alone, let him enjoy retirement, and Perry thinks that's the result of a soft generation mentality.
This soft generation online saying, let this person enjoy their retirement, this person's too old, blah, blah, blah. This generation is soft. Whoever coming up, these new combat sports fans, y'all soft. We're talking about people too old for anything because the greats, like Vandalay the Axe Murderer Silva, Dan Henderson, Rampage still going, Yoel Romero, Anderson Silva, all these guys, 47 years old. The smoke. So don't say nothing about too old. You guys still too young and still don't do it.
Mike Perry will be named the GFL commissioner if he keeps talking like this. But yeah, nobody's forcing Robbie Lawler to fight. If he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't have to do it. Upcoming pay-per-view events, obviously 311, you know the main and co-main. Next month, you know the main and co-main, but you don't know what the main and co-main is for UFC 313. Possibly Alex Pereira. It's around time for him to return, maybe against Magomed, maybe against Volkov. Who do you think will headline 313? Let me know in the comments. Payton Talbott taking on Raoni Barcelos next week. After that, he wants to take on Andrew Tate. He's just like the antithesis of me. He seems like somebody cheated on him when he was younger. Now he has this vendetta against women. I feel like he takes himself super seriously. He's kind of a poison for masculine culture. So that's his take on Tate. I got Tate's response here. 1 second.
You mess with me, you're gonna learn something. Hey, I ain't ready for the big man slap. I got a big hand. I'll bust their jaw with the bottom of my hand, and the top of their head will feel the sting from the fingers like a whole...
Chris Curtis is taking on Roman Kopylov on Saturday. Says he likes the Apex. He doesn't mind the intimacy of that small venue, but more so he likes the fact that it's a small cage. It's easier to push your opponent up against that cage. He'll probably be looking to do that Saturday night against Kopylov. Usman Nurmagomedov says, Dagestan and the Caucasus people in general, we are warriors. We never give up. It's impossible to defeat us. As for Ireland, think for yourself. That's what Usman says leading up to his fight with Paul Hughes on 25th of this month. It's Dagestan versus Ireland. That's the theme of that card. No Fighter and the Kid podcast due to multiple fires in the LA area. No show tomorrow. Our studios are shut down, unable to record. If you're in LA, please stay safe and stay tuned to local updates. Also, thank you to first responders and those on the front line, always working hard to keep us safe. Haley Cowan didn't fight last year in the UFC, so she's looking to get back in there this year. Since I was very young, I pushed my body to the limits. I've been on medication for the past 10 years. That was doing damage to my bones and joints I was completely unaware of. I played sports that were brutal on my body, so I assumed injuries were just acquired mileage, but I was wrong. After getting off the meds after my last injury, felt better and be able to perform in training better than I thought was possible. Excited to get back on track this year. Show the women's bantamweight division what a healthy elite athlete can do in this sport. I got the tools, just need the opportunity, so she's asking the matchmakers for a fight. Predictions for UFC 311 main and co-main event. Gonna go with Umar Nurmagomedov to win the decision over Merab in the co-main event. And the main event, gonna go with Islam Makhachev to win the decision over Arman Sarukian. But who knows? MMA's a crazy game. Post your picks in the comments. There's zero chance Pereira is fighting in the heavyweight unless it's for the belt. It just doesn't make sense unless he's going to vacate 205. UFC's not going to take a champion and then have him move up a weight class in a non-title fight. It just makes no sense. Dwight Schrute. Yeah, maybe it won't happen. But back in the day, Anderson Silva would occasionally take fights up a weight class, like against Forrest Griffin, against Stephan Bonner, stuff like that. But will they do that today and risk it with Pereira? I don't know. We shall see. Hopefully we find out sooner than later. Volkov gonna smoke him easy. I bet on Volkov. No, I bet against Volkov the last 2 times and was wrong. Well, actually, the last time I was right because Gan won, but I did not feel good winning that bet. I did not feel good collecting those $3. Yadong can last all night long. Thank you. Please, I don't want the possibility of Pereira losing to Volkov. It's a translation mistake. Alex is actually fighting Alexander Volkanovski next. He used to weigh 240, so they could do it at heavyweight.